Are you guys familiar with Figma? Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome back to another special video. And yes, today I would like to talk about this company called the Good Smile Company that actually produced a brand called Figma figure. So Figma has been around for many years. I would say that even longer than SH Figuarts if I'm not mistaken, because I do remember buying a few Figma before I even start collecting my SH Figuarts. And my impression on Figma is mostly on anime. Yeah, it's mostly anime girls or schoolgirls, such as this one here. This is Shibuya Rin from the Cinderella project. Yep. But at the same time, they also do lots and lots of other characters, such as this famous Hatsune Miku, Attack on Titan, Fate Stay Night, Saber Lily, Berserk, Xenosaga, Guyver, Evangelion, Black Rock Shooter, Metal Gear Solid, My Hero Academy, Goblin Slayer, One Punch Man, Chainsaw Man, and even something that we are more familiar with like Homelander from The Boys, a few Avengers, Spider-Man, Aliens, as well as Predators, and even some classic museum characters that we know from our history, and also Overwatch, as well as this Drossel, which looks very interesting. And speaking about interesting, Figma do produce lots of characters with interesting expression, as you can see right now. And they are also producing lots and lots of interesting characters, especially on this Conan criminal. Yeah, this is very interesting because it does come with lots and lots of weapons for murder. At the same time, they do have some pretty sexy figures for the girls and even the boys. Ew. So in the recent releases, I do notice that they do come out with figures not just on plastic, but they do include cloth material, which looks very interesting. And they also release some of the clothing separately, so you can actually buy for your Figma characters to wear on. And if you guys are really interested in weaponry such as guns, remember this thing called Little Armory that I mentioned a lot? Yes, Little Armory is also from Good Smile Company. They also produce girls with lots of weapons that you can see. It's very cool. And Figma is also well known for their generosity because they do give a lot of accessory for their figures. So with all this great stuff, what went wrong with Figma? Well, don't get me wrong, Figma is still around and they are still pretty actively announcing new figure. It's just that in recent year, it kind of slipped my attention because somehow they are not that attractive, at least for me. So let me share my opinions on why Figma is not as popular as SH Figuarts or Marvel Legends or even Mayfax. The very first reason is I think that they are all over the place. There is no directions on their releases. They can just release anything that comes into their mind. Maybe they think that, oh, Homelander is famous, so I'll make Homelander. So Chainsaw Man is very famous anime, so I'll make Chainsaw Man. You know, it's just like they are all over the place. You can see the figures that they releases is not really focused on a specific subject. But this could be a good thing as well because it does caters for all types of collectors, because not everyone collects Marvel or DC. You know, they do collect some anime characters, and Figma is the one that you should go to. The second reason I would think that it is the scale, because Figma is relatively smaller compared to even the SH Figuarts. You can see how small this Figma on my right hand compares to the SH Figuarts. And if I were to compare to Marvel Legends, it is even more smaller. So I think that they are so used to making the anime girls character, which is usually small, that their superhero characters like Deadpool or even Captain America and Thor is also smaller. And my last reason is, yes, I'm actually talking about the prices. When I used to collect Figma many years ago, they are on a very reasonable price. Sometimes it's 4,000 plus yen or sometimes 5,000 plus, but today is easily more than 10,000 yen. Yes, for a scale that you can see so small, even though they give lots of accessory, the price is still too steep, which shows that Figma is relatively more expensive. I'd love to hear from you. What's your thought about this Figma? Are you collecting them at all? And if you do, tell me which one is your favorites among them. And I also hope that this video is informative to you. This is just another brand that maybe is already been forgotten, but they are still around, so you can still buy them off from Ami. And let me assure you, their customer service is top notch, but I'll leave that to another video whereby I describe my experience with them, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Do check out some of this Figma video right over here.